is May 22nd, 2025, and I'm your host, FINGY. Before we get into today's session, I do urge you to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can stay in the loop with all the amazing music we have going down in this studio. With that being said, we're on all streaming services, so Apple Music, Spotify, you name it, we are there. But today we have Justice Hill in the studio with passionate vocals and powerful instrumentation. Hill's music is a go-to to get you on your feet. So without further ado, let's take it away.
Been hot here for days with the system giving way. I got people pouring in that think they know what I should say. I hope I still got power in the morning after the rain, but when it shines, you know I'll probably feel the same because of the shots that I take that keep getting in the way. Spent all my life and shit don't change, but it gets too hard. It's been too damn hard and I've come too far. My God, do you think I can pass across the track? It's over too fast. I cannot shut, I take care. Look back if I'm replaced, would you react? I would've died if I stayed in that city where I'm from, and the echoes inside my head. But if that's what it takes, it's cool if I believe. Oh! Are you not in the mood? 'Cause right now I think you are. Your friends are welcome too. If not, how do I deserve this view? And you hardly would stand to believe me, but I just can't take it no more. There was a quiet reveal in that back in the day we had almost nowhere we could go. I was technically homeless, but that was before this, when I kept my mind to the stone. Over just blazing the weather forever, and even more tired of being alone. Now from here on out, I hope you're going. I know I seem far out when I'm just here floating. And if it weren't for the city, you know I'd stay till the morning. Stay till the morning. It's too hot at home. Please tell me you've been here before. Being stuck inside your home feels fun like shit when things get cold. And if you think I'm lying, are you denying it just for the sake? It's cool if I believe. Are you not in that mood? 'Cause right now I think you are. Oh, right about now you think you're in the. And don't you wanna see? You wanna fly away? You didn't hide today. And from here on out, I hope you're going. I know I see my out when I'm just here floating. And if it weren't for the city, you know I'd stay till the morning. Stay till the morning. It's so hot at home. Please tell me you've been here before. Being stuck inside your home smell like shit when things get cold. If you're denying, why would I lie? Are you feeling no pain? giving love tonight. I don't talk too much, and I don't need.
guys, this has always perplexed us here at Audiotree. Over 88% of you that watch our show are not subscribed to our channel. Kind of wild, right? So could you please do us a favor? If you like this show and you like discovering new music and you wish to support us, the free and simple way to do that is to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And our commitment to you, if you do that, our team will continue to book the best bands we can, listen to your feedback, and book who you want to hear on this show, continuing to capture and share astounding music to you all. Thank you. It's such a joy to watch you perform, man.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. How did you get into the world of music? How did you get this joyous?
Well, my grandmother, like I was raised around music a lot and just dancing with my family. And my aunt was a huge diehard fan of music and kind of instilled that love in me at a young age. Okay. And then I guess when I saw Tenacious D perform when I was like in 7th grade, and I was like, oh shit, this can be like a whole experience, you know? Yeah, that tracks. That's awesome. The liveliness. I see that emulation. And with your aunt, was she teaching you keys? No, I didn't grow up like with like piano in the house. I taught myself piano during school, like during lunch. I would sneak into the choir room and like teach myself piano.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Like, and my family didn't even believe me that I played music. Like they thought I was lying.
Really?
Yeah, it was quite an interesting thing.
That's crazy. And were you doing like shapes or actually like?
I was just like learning.
Notes?
I was learning songs like from YouTube. Like I started off with like Billy Joel and the Beatles and shit like that. Mm-hmm. And just kind of like watching people's fingers and just like slowing the video down and do it finger by finger.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I just kept with it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, that gives me confidence because that's how I started to learn the piano too. And then people were in my ear like, no, the fingering needs to be a certain way.
Yeah, don't listen to them.
Yeah, no. And then how did you get from Michigan to Boston to Chicago, and were there any stops in between?
Well, I got into Berklee, so I went to College of Music in Boston, and I was like, well, sure, let's go.
Why not?
And then I was there for a couple of years. And then afterward, I stayed there. I dropped out, but like they let you use all the facilities, and they didn't take away my like identification card. So I just like kept sneaking into the practice rooms. If you're watching, thank you. And like did that for another like 2 years. Like practiced my ass off, and then I wanted to be closer to like my family and stuff. So I moved to Chicago because I'm from like the west part of Michigan near Kalamazoo and stuff.
Okay, and you had a bunch of family in Chicago.
Yeah, I have a lot of friends in Chicago, and I just grew up coming here a lot. Like I would go to, like my family's from New Buffalo, and we would like maybe go down to we'd wake up at sunrise, me and my grandma, and we'd go like watch the sunrise over the lake, and you could see Chicago in the distance. And I'd always be like, I'm moving there when I'm older.
Wow.
Gotta be there.
Beautiful imagery. That's awesome. And now that you are here, what are some lessons you've learned from the Chicago musical landscape?
Well, it's been a decade as of next month.
Oh, congratulations.
Well, thank you.
What have you learned in 10 years? Tell me everything.
Nothing.
Okay, cool.
Just so like more about like the effect that community like music has community-wise. Like I had as I was always kind of moving around at such a young age, I never really got like set up in a place long enough to really embrace the music that was happening in the city. So like realizing how important that was to the people here kind of took me a while to kind of understand and fully appreciate. And as I started like really seeing the friendship between bands and just like what it takes to like become a part of playing music here, to be like you need to go to shows, you need to meet people, and there's all this wonderful self-expression happening that becomes a part of the greater tapestry of Chicago music that eventually I was like, I do really want to be a part of that, and like realizing that was a really big moment.
Yeah. And speaking of the bands, how did this form itself?
You know, it took me a while for anyone to like listen to like play music with me, and then I met Jalen and Connor at a jam at Moe's. Remember that, guys? It was my first jam in Chicago. Immediately, we exchanged numbers. The next day, Connor, you hit me up to go to the promontory. We're like, I gotta introduce you to people, and we've been best buds ever since.
Oh, that's gorgeous. And I mean, making these decisions to pursue music, move all these places can be tough at times. When you are facing a tough decision to be made, who do you usually go to aid you in that?
Brian sometimes. Brian's like my go-to guy with a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we're besties. We were neighbors for several years too when we first started playing together. So it's our names are always in each other's call lists, like pretty much every day.
We talk every day.
Yeah.
Cute.
And
We talk to the whole band. There's no listen, these are all my best friends.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like really, we kind of tried to build, like they're the Nighttime Love together. We perform at Justice Hill on the Nighttime Love.
Yes.
And we just tried to create a community of us together that's just built on like true just friendship and just trust and understanding. And so like these are kind of my closest friends.
Yeah.
And my like support system as well.
Yeah. And why Nighttime Love? Who came up with that? And what's that message?
Well, it's the name of a song that on the first album. And I was like, well, we played it a lot. Everyone would yell, Nighttime Love, Nighttime Love. So then it just like became the name of the band.
I like that. Sometimes you gotta let the fans do the talking and
Yeah,
brand you
Jalen
up.
has like a negative version of the band. What's it called?
Yeah, so there's a response to the band that I always joke around with. When I meet people for the first time, I go, "Hi, my name's Jalen Little, and I have a band called Jalen Little and the Daytime Hate."
Right.
Which is the call and response to the Nighttime Love. But
Nice.
it's all about lore.
It's
You're
like
right.
It's the lore.
it's the nega version.
I like that. I like that. Well, more lore to be discussed. But should we get into our next track?
Sure, yeah.
Beauty.
I never see you look at me in the light of day. Now you're dead to me, and it could be any other way. And but you didn't trust yourself, you didn't know your soul, and all of the people that you must have met you couldn't know. So if you stay with me, I guarantee you don't hide away, won't hide away. it's hard to see anything, and the sky is gray. They used to be how I used to be, but now I don't hide away, won't hide away.
Yeah, man. There's just so much conviction in your performance. What is it about music that compels you and convicts you to pursue it?
It just there's something about music that I think that it just like saved my life. So it just feels like I just want to give everything back to it I can. And it's like there's like I write all this music to kind of like deal with my own emotional troubles, and it really helps. And
Yeah.
some people send me like I've received some of like sorry, I have to calm down a little bit.
Yeah.
I've received like some very kind messages in my life that have made it seem like I'm kind of on the right path, or pushing myself like on stage felt good to them. It feels good to me. So it's just like I'm trying to give everything I have to music.
Yeah. That's beautiful that it was something that kept you here and continues to keep you here. It seems as though you've built a pretty decent relationship between you and music.
I've tried to.
Yeah, no, it's an effort. It's an effort. And let's circle to the album, right? So Cooler by the Lake just came out. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Is the titling itself in efforts to bridge these Michigan and Chicago roots? Or roots?
Yeah, that's such a good question. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of the idea. It's always like in Michigan, you're never more than 3 miles away from a body of water, and here it's like that lake. It's both. I feel like it has some type of healing properties where I can always go there and jump in and boom, I'm like better.
Yeah.
At least for the moment, at least for the time.
Yeah.
And I feel like as humans, we don't take enough time to like give ourselves these like spaces where it's like right here, like everything's going wrong, but right here it's okay. And I think it's good to have that spot. And I think in any other city in the country, the most valuable real estate wouldn't be a public park. And here it's a public space. And I think that's says a lot about just like the attitude of an area and like just a city or a civ. And I think that it speaks wonders for just like how Chicago is different from everywhere else.
Yeah. So you find yourself when you need your space where everything might be going wrong, but one place is okay. It's at the lake.
It's at the lake, absolutely.
Yeah, I also, that resonates with me. I like that a lot.
Sweet FINGY.
And on this project itself, what was your favorite track and what was the process of creating it?
My favorite track is the next track.
Very nice.
I wrote this song in about 15 minutes, but I was thinking of writing the song for 2 years. And I wanted to write like a simple song that was just, I was like, I wanted to hear the words, like a song just about unconditional love in its like simplest form, but like giving someone space, I think is like one of the kindest things you can do for them.
Yeah.
Or like being able to recognize that. So, and this is what came out of it. Once I had the idea for the hook, it kind of just came out of me in like 15, 30 minutes.
Yeah. And do you find that easy to give and create space for something or someone that you love so dearly?
Not really. I think that's a hard thing to do, and that's why it's so important.
All right. What are some methods you've been able to use to create that space?
Just think about, like I try to think about what I would like how I would like the space, and then be like, oh, I try to recognize what I would want in a moment and try to start from there, and then work my way to figuring out what someone else would want.
Yeah, tailoring it.
Yeah.
I like it. Well, if you wouldn't mind, I'd love to hear it.
Absolutely.
Justice Hill and the Nighttime Love, thank you so much for being here. This was awesome. Of course. Thank you to our crew for capturing this. We can't do it without you. And most importantly, thank you for watching. By the time you are watching this, it's already on all streaming services. So, Spotify, Apple Music, you name it, they're there. Again, if you could subscribe to our YouTube channel, that would be so very helpful. My name is FINGY. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Peace.